want to give Shereen the floor. She can present herself better than I can. We're just happy to have her here and to have her signing her first books here in Ermelo in Buchenwald. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thank you everyone, and a warm welcome. Goeienaand, good evening, Sanbonani, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone. Thank you for sharing this evening with us, and I truly am grateful. And I want to start off by saying, allow me to count my blessings. I was just talking to Yaku earlier on, and I was saying, we are so privileged to be living in a small town. Because, when they say, and it sounds cliche, that you are wealthy in your friends and family, that is so true. When you have so many people around you, surrounding you, and supporting you, then you realize how blessed you are. So I want to say thank you so much, first of all, to Yaku and his wife for opening their hearts in their beautiful, absolutely quaint bookstore and giving me the opportunity of book signing and launching here. I'm truly grateful. Thank you so much. And then also to Andre, who will be also hosting us at the restaurant. And then to Adele, who's here as well. And then to all my family members and all you beautiful people, all my friends, and to my business partner, Shelley Roots, and to Samantha from Elephant Print for all the beautiful hard work and organizing. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for being here and sharing this moment with me. Thank you. So yes, I'm here, and I'm sure you're all waiting to know what is the book about and why did I write this book. En hulle sê mos, né, die lewe gee vir jou mos suurlemoens, né, dan wat maak jy? Limonade. So eintlik is julle hierso om te leer om limonade te leer, om te maak. So that's why you're here. So guys, start getting the aprons. We're going to start taking the lemons and we're going to start making lemonade. Okay, jokes aside. Truly, yes, I was hijacked, and it was an experience, and it took me at least a month to figure out, so what am I going to do with the experience? And just to give you a little bit of background, you all know me, you all know that I'm a teacher, and you all know that I love being able to educate, and I love being able to inspire people, and I love making a difference in people's lives. So apart from being a teacher and education specialist, I have been specializing in human behavior for the past 11 years. And so it is my passion, and I love working with people and enabling them to overcome whatever challenges they have in life. So little did I realize while I was doing this and helping everyone and making sure that I facilitate, because I'm a trained facilitator for Dr. DeMartini. He's a chiropractor and a human behavior specialist from Texas, Houston. I'm one of his advanced students, and I've been studying his work and doing his work for 11 years now, and we use a methodology called the DeMartini method, and we allow or enable clients to actually break through whatever it is they are dealing with or they have a problem with. And so here life throws me some lemons come February 17th, and I end up being in the situation where I have to now look and say, so what are you going to do with this? You've been mentoring people, you've been educating people, you've been teaching people how to deal with life, and you specialize in human behavior. So what are you going to do with this? And I thought, I really do have some lemons here, and it was quite bitter. My lemons were quite bitter, and I thought, okay. So 1 month I sat down, I had to walk my talk, I had to practice what I preach, and I had to really sit down and say, so I was hijacked, and what am I going to do with this? You see, what I've been trained on is to teach people that life is going to be full of challenges as well as support. But what we've been trained, or what we've been taught from a young age, is to see life from one side, to see the one-sided, coin of life. that everything must be perfect, everything must be happy after, everything must just work the way we want it to work. But life is not going to be like that. It is going to throw you the lemons. It is going to give you the challenges. But always remember that actually you don't get challenges without support. And that's what we don't realize. And through this hijacking, I had to really look deep into my soul, and I had to look and say, so what was the support when I was being challenged? And I had to figure that out, because like I said, from a young age, we've been taught to look at life from a lopsided perception. So, oh, it's such a bad thing, and oh, it was harrowing. And yes, I do understand, and I do realize that everybody's hijacking or whatever issue they've had doesn't always end up in a very pleasant way. It can be quite harrowing. It can end up in death. It can end up in losing loved ones. But yes, my truth is what happened to me, and I can only share that to the best of my ability and through my knowledge and through my experience. And that's when I decided, after 1 month of sitting and thinking, so what am I going to do with this? How am I going to handle this? How am I going to face the challenges? I had to literally sit down with myself, and I had to work on myself and find the balance in the situation. So, like, in essence, look for the blessings in the crisis. And you see, that's what my message is, and that is what I teach, that life is going to be full of support, but challenge as well. And we need both. We need equal challenge and support in order to grow. How will you grow if you don't get tested? How will you know your strength? How will you know your weaknesses? And that's what this taught me. It taught me to introspect, to go deep within my soul and find out, what are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And it was my dream to write a book. It was my dream. I have been twiddling with this idea for a good few years. And so I started a book a few years ago, and then I let it go. And I don't know, in the last few years, it was a nagging feeling that, you need to get a book out there. There's so much that you want to share, so do what you have to do. But I procrastinated. And so what happened? Life threw me some lemons. And did I ever dream that my hijacking experience would get me to stop procrastinating, to appreciate life, to understand the unity of family, to appreciate what love is all about within family and friends and community people. There were people who supported me. And that's when I decided, well, if the hijacking was what happened to me, and if I love writing, then perhaps here's my opportunity, or perhaps this is my awakening, or perhaps this is the signal or the sign to say, do something, don't procrastinate, appreciate life, do what it is you have to do. And so I'm hoping that when you read this book, you will understand where I'm coming from in terms of sharing my experience to ensure that you understand that life is full of challenge and support, and maximum growth. This is an important one. Maximum growth occurs at the border of equal challenge and support. So anytime in life when you think you've been challenged, you are at that exact moment being supported, but you don't see it. Our minds don't see it. But the fully conscious mind, somewhere along in the subconsciousness, knows it. And you just have to look deep. And then you go past that, and then you realize, okay, so I was challenged, but I was supported in another way. And that's when you find out what it is that you've learned from the lesson. Because the lessons of life are always going to be there. The lessons don't go away. And if we don't learn the lesson in life, whatever the lesson it is I had to learn, and if I did not learn it, it's going to come back to haunt you. So my message to you today is, yes, if you are going through whatever it is, look for the blessings in the crisis. Look for the support in the challenge. And appreciate that you need both in life. Be grateful for whatever tests or whatever challenges or whatever support it is you have, so that you can grow. So that, for example, in my situation where it took a hijacking for me to wake up and realize and do what it is I have to do. So I once again want to say, I hope that when you read this, you will look at it from that perspective and you will take home this message that life is not going to be hunky-dory. Whoever told us that life was going to be pleasant lied. Life is full of challenges and support, but that's what's so beautiful about it. It's a journey. It's a growing journey. We're never done. And guess what? When you're done with this lesson, life's going to say, okay, you can handle this one. Let me see what other test I can throw at you. And so that's how we move, and we evolve, and we grow, and we become the souls that we want to be. So I would love to once again say, I'm truly, truly grateful that you're all here to support me, and that you took the time to come tonight and to hear my story. And I hope sincerely that when you read this book, you are going to remember the message of being grateful for whatever life throws at you. Count your blessings and move forward, because anything that your body can say, can experience, whatever it is, your soul can be grateful for. And if you don't let go, and if you keep on holding on to your story and you don't move forward, then you are going to age, because that becomes heavy baggage. And therefore, it is proven that what your body can experience, your soul can be grateful for. And I want to say thank you, and I want to remind you, always stay grateful and count your blessings. God bless, and thank you.